Hey guys, it's FIFA Al here, and welcome to episode 34 of Let's FIFA 13. And just to let you know, the game capture software did crash on me, so I did lose the footage of me going into this game. And this is the third game of Division 1 with this legendary squad. And I will get a good start to the game with Miroslav Klose making it 1-0 in the 10th minute. And he will get on the ball once again here, getting quite lucky to get the ball back. And I will pass it out to Ronaldinho, who will try and go for the fake with Bona. And in the end, the defender gets in the way, and I win a penalty. And there's a lot of options on this team. Look at those penalty stats from Pirlo, Ronaldinho, Totti, and Di Natale, and Klose as well. But Totti will step up, hit it into the top left-hand corner, and he makes it 2-0. But in the second half, he will get back with Lennon passing it in to Defoe. And what was Buffon doing there? He could at least dive to the ball and try and save it. So he will get a goal there, making it 2-1, and a really nice goal here, making it 2-2, and he is back in the game. But 2 minutes later, I will find Totti here, and he will do some really nice work. Get quite lucky there to win the ball back, but do a fake shot past the defender here, and he makes it 3-2. But the game wasn't over because Puyol had something to say with a terrible first touch there, and Clint Dempsey picks the ball up, and he makes it 3-3, and that will be the end of the game. And I felt I could have won this game, so I decided I will go with the same side once again. I will be able to go out and get a win, I'm sure of that. So going to my next game, and I will come up against the side eventually, which before even playing it, I knew I would have a chance. And look at those center backs, all pretty slow, 3 at the back. And he will make a big mistake in the 10th minute, passing it out to Totti, and I will take every single goal I can with this side, because it is quite difficult to score goals with them. So I make it 1-0, but he will get it back in the 18th minute with Miroslav Klose, and it's 1-1. And we get into the second half before I managed to get a few chances again, and that would be quite a lot of chances in this half. He had Di Natale on the ball, doing a few skill moves, but in the end he will clear it away. But I will pick it up pretty much instantly, and Klose is on the ball, managing to get in between the two defenders here and get a shot in. But a nice save from his keeper, but I have a corner after that, and Samuel will make it 2-1 there. And then 4 minutes later, I give Shirley way too much space, and it's 2-2. And the goal just kept coming in this game here. Totti on the ball, and nice dummy there past the defender, and it's 3-2. And I will also win a free kick, and he puts his player on the line to save the free kick. But I will get the ball back here, and somehow it will end up at Di Natale, who puts it into the back of the net, and it's 4-2. And that will be the end of the game, and I get my first win with the squad. But after this, it pretty much went downhill, and instead of using tomorrow's episode on watching me losing games, I decided to put the remaining games into this episode and then have an episode out tomorrow with some good gameplay in instead, because these last games I just got humiliated and it was not fun to play, and I would say the gameplay pretty much speaks for itself. So instead I will go on and talk a little bit about the squad overall. So it was really fun to think of the players I could build in or use in this squad, and think of the way I could build the squad. But playing with it was overall really terrible, because they had one thing in common. Apart from Di Natale, they all had low pace, and it's a very important factor in Ultimate Team to have a pace. And most opponents you come up against these days have a pacey defense and a pacey attack. And if you play with a low pace, you will have a hard time. You will be able to win, of course, but it is a lot more difficult than if you had the pace in the defense and in the attack. So if you do manage to go out and play with this team and create some good goals and win your games, good for you. But this team just doesn't cut it for me, and you can see here I just lose the games. So together this team is really unbalanced because it does not have any pace. But I would say if you go out and pick up 2 or 3 of these players and put them into a squad alongside with some quick players, they could be a really good squad. I would say perhaps Samuel, despite having 62 pace, he's a really strong defender, and he did win a lot of tackles for me. And maybe linking him up with Cellini might prove for a really good defensive duo, or maybe having Klose and Muriel in the attack could be really deadly as well. But having these players all together in one squad does not work out, and this will be as you can see, a last game of this division, and this is the one where I get completely humiliated, and I've never lost this big before. And he just kept on scoring goals. It was unreal. So in the end, I was actually just quite happy to lose the game and be done with this division, and I actually end up being relegated from Division 1, which I never thought I would. So after I got relegated, I decided it's time to send all the players to the trade pile. They played really bad for me. I'm only using them for one season. So now I want you guys to decide which team I should build. I saw a lot of comments on yesterday's video saying an African squad. And I've looked a little bit into it, and they got a lot of good players, 5-star players as well. So if you want me to build that, let me know. Or if you want me to go out and build a different team, let me know that as well. The highest rated comment in 2 hours will be the team I will go out and build, so I have time to get some gameplay for tomorrow's episode, and most likely I will try and get a lot more skill moves into those games than there were in the games in this episode. So yeah guys, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.